GMB Nation. This is your host, GMB Creates, and today we'll be having a behind the scenes look of episode 6, Master Jiraiya versus Master Roshi. Let's get into it. I'll be having deleted scenes, behind the scenes of how I made the animation, and stuff that you wouldn't even see coming. All starts now. All right, so here it is. Master Jiraiya versus Master Roshi. It is time to show you guys how I did it. So, this is the storyboard art. This is the turn the light so you can see. All right, and this is scene 1. So we got scene 1 right here. Show y'all how I did scene 1. So scene 1 is pretty much, as you can see, is literally water and then a fishing rod. A fishing rod drops into the water, and that's Master Jiraiya as it pans down to him. And you can see all to the side. If you didn't notice, you can see all to the side. I did a little bit of, like, he got on the shorts. He's actually sitting on the turtle. If you didn't know, he was sitting on a turtle that whole time. So if you was wondering what he was sitting on, it wasn't a boat, it was a turtle. He was sitting on his. So that's the turtle shell. And then that's his own little turtle shell that he has. He has shorts, and then shirt, and then if you see out to the side, that's a little island. That's the Kami house off to the side. In the distance, you can see that I slipped that in there. And then, as you can see in this scene, he's pulling weight. There's weight holding back, holding the rod down. And he feels that he thinks he's about to catch a fish, so he pulls back. And when he pulls back, you can see the intensity into the scene. He pulls back, he's excited, he's anxious to see what's coming out of the water. He got a big old catfish, and it is a frog. So yeah, he's like, what in the world? So it's one Jiraiya's frog. Jiraiya frog surprises him and splashes out a big old river of water into this man's face. And then he spits it back out. And then after that, he spits out a scroll that holds Jiraiya. So this scroll in particular will summon Jiraiya to the universe in which Dragon Ball Z Master Roshi is, the Kami House. So what's the reason for the fight? It's an anticipated fight that I always wanted to see happen between both characters. And if you see, I'm scanning up in the scene where I pan over his whole body and give that dramatic scenery where he's getting ready to fight. And if you see off in the corner, I dropped off a hidden gem. Now I'm basically showing you each scene verbatim, and then I'm gonna show you the storyboard art and all the deleted scenes afterwards. So this is the scene where Fukasaku, I don't know how to pronounce that man's name, but the old frog guy, old toad, he pops up, and then Shima, which is the old lady toad, grandma toad, she pops up, and after she pops up, I do a little scan up, and in this scene you can see that he changed his shorts to pants. And I didn't feel like drawing an actual scene of him putting on some pants, or whatever may be the case, him dropping his pants or whatever. So in this scene, I just scan on to the next scene in which he's getting ready to fight, because he knows he's about to fight this guy. So in this scene, he does his legendary pose. If you notice, anybody that watched Dragon Ball Z knows that's his legendary crane, the crane pose. And if you see in the background, I put in a little hidden gem. That's supposed to be the little flower in Naruto. There's a little food dish in the ramen noodles, and that's supposed to be the little swirl. So in this scene, he after images, he kind of like teleports in front of him. It's more so of an after image. And in this scene, this is so much detail I put into this one scene in itself. So I was surprised I was able to like repeat it as much as I could in order to keep the scene polished and well done. A lot of people noticed that and you know, congratulated me on the animation performance and the still frames that it took to get that 5-scene animation fight scene done. So here's the next scene in which Jiraiya counters the attack. And if you notice, Jiraiya is actually a pretty tall, and Master Roshi is pretty short. So this is a realistic point of view of how Master Roshi would look in size compared to Jiraiya. So I try to take that into the matter that Jiraiya is almost 6 foot something, and Master Roshi is like 5 foot something, and he's shorter than Goku. So yeah, this is accurate height demonstration. And then in this scene, we see that if you notice, I showed it where Master Roshi grabs onto Jiraiya. Now in this scene, he wasn't actually supposed to grab onto Jiraiya, and I'll tell you why after I finish showing you all the scenes image by image. So in this scene in particular, I was deciding whether or not I was like, did I want to do this scene in particular? Because there was a lot of running and pasting back and forth with Jiraiya and Master Roshi constantly launching at each other. So in this scene, Jiraiya does his flying kick, and if he landed that flying kick, he was going to be able to hit him with the Rasengan. But because Master Roshi already caught on to, and he's a skilled ninja as well, whenever I show in this scene, in pretty much every scene, if you ever notice that when I'm doing in each scene, like in this scene, his glasses shade over. You can see his glasses shade over. Earlier, before, when I showed that, that means that Master Jiraiya is already ready to fight, and he's already prepared for what's to come. Whenever his glasses don't shade over, he's not ready. So this is a scene where his glasses shades over, and you know he's ready to fight. He's prepared. He's already ready. He even has counterattacks prepared beforehand. And he tries to stay on offense, but he wasn't ready for that substitution juice that Jiraiya pulled out on him, because he's not familiar with any ninja skills like Master Jiraiya is from a whole other universe. So he has to figure out how to stop this guy. So then he comes up with another tactic. You can see his shades gloss over. He does the after image. Jiraiya misses. He never experienced somebody that knows has a different skill set rather than the normal ninja. So he was just like, what was that? That wasn't substitution juicing. So that had to have been after image. So in this scene, thank you for watching. This is GMB Creates. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. GMB out.